It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Dark Souls. We are in the Tomb of Giants, and I am slowly working my way down toward Nito. Today, we are going to be trying to defeat Nito, and if... I don't actually know how long that's going to take, but assuming... Oh. Assuming that there is still time after that, we will begin working our way through New Londo as well. So, should be a pretty interesting stream today. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's definitely someone over there. Fear not the fake, my friend, lest the feast begin. Oh. Who was hanging out over there? Alright. So, homing Crystal Soul Mass is super good for here. It's actually really amusing. What does this say? Treasure ahead? There's definitely something down there. Honestly, dropping might be the best option. Okay. There's more of these somewhere. Okay. That's just a drop. You cannot kill what you cannot see. I disagree. With the homing Crystal Soul Mass, I am consistently killing what I can't see. It also helps that I have light. I should warn everyone on the stream, though, today. So, I do have with me some cherry tomatoes. And I just want to warn everybody, I am planning to eat them as though I was Denethor from Return of the King. So, this stream might be a little bit disturbing due to that. Okay. But it's not my fault. They are really good. Come on. Alright, we got you. Based eating audio trigger warning. No, I'm not worried about the audio of this. I'm worried about the mental image people will get knowing that I am eating these as though I was Denethor. What is with these noises? Okay. Sure. Oh. Cool. Alright, that's a covetous silver serpent ring. There we go. Is that a makeable jump? I think it is. Okay, I just had my first cherry tomato of the night. I would like to point out that there was not a single conscious motion involved in grabbing that and putting it in my mouth. My body just did that involuntarily. Huh. That was weird. Come on. I know there's more of you here. Okay. Bonfire. That's good. Make sure we rest. We do have enough for another level. No thoughts, just crunch. There's obviously something down here. Okay. Obviously not right there, though. That would be silly. I'm trying very hard not to burn through my bonfire, or my estices. So maybe where I go is up here? Maybe? Something is shooting at me. Okay. Cool. Alright. There's you shooting at me. So this was the intended way down, then. This is a really good system. Just relying on the soul mass to protect me. Okay, effigy shield. Oh. No, that's the bonfire I just activated. Okay, well, we're just gonna follow the right-hand wall. See where it leads. Okay. This is where you're saying bonfire ahead. So the path continues down here. White Titanite chunk. So far, I have to say that my experience with the Tomb of Giants has not been that bad. Like, I know that this is a tough area, but honestly, I'm doing okay here. Okay. I don't trust that I'm not going to run into another one. Oh. Okay, ladder. We've reached some light. That might be a good sign, that might be a bad sign. Try humanity. Ah. Okay. I have no idea where I'm going. Alright, that was the last soul mass. We're going two-handed now. One thrust is enough to kill these. Okay, that's fine. Nope. Okay. That's fine. When human, you get invaded by Leroy Jenkins WoW style. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me. Okay. Alright, we got an enemy in each direction. Cool. Nope. Gotcha. Nope. You absolute jerk. Okay. Well played, well played. We get to refresh my soul masses at least. And I do have a sense of where to go now. It was down here. You know, I've seen Zully the Witch's video of lighting up the Tomb of Giants. And I gotta be honest, when I first saw, like, these weird quadrupeds... Oh, there's, whatever those things are called over there. When I first saw these, like, quadrupedal giants, my first thought was that they were probably going to be, like, the worst part of the whole area. They have consistently not caused me any trouble. It's also really cool to me that I am genuinely close to beating Dark Souls. Like, once upon a time, not only would I have not believed that I could beat Dark Souls, but I quite simply would have had no interest in making the attempt. And I am so incredibly glad that I took the plunge. I actually want to offer a quick call out to a friend of mine. His name is Jake, and he was actually the person who had first suggested to me Dark Souls. He was the first person who actually, like, made the attempt to convince me that it was something I should play. And this was several years ago. This was long before even Elden Ring came out. But if not for having remembered those talks I had had with my friend Jake, then even when Elden Ring came out and I watched like the first episode of RT Games playing of it, I wouldn't have tried it out for myself. I simply would not have believed that this was something that I could enjoy, but it was absolutely amazing. It was an utter masterpiece. The dogs deal absolutely insane damage and aggressive combo strings, but since you kill them at range, they just die. Well, yeah, naturally. Obviously, killing at range is the objectively correct way to handle these things. Okay. So, I know that as I get lower, one is going to spawn behind me, but with a little bit of delay. Okay. There we go. Get that one. Drop a... Whoop. Yes, that's the soul spear I was looking for. Okay. So this is where I am going to bait him. Okay, then. We're going to roll past... Oh, you have got to be kidding. You absolute jerk. Is there another bonfire between me and Nito? If there isn't, I really should kindle this one. Because even with my magic, I fully believe that Nito could prove to be difficult. This is the closest one? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. This game must have been absolutely insane when it was new. Just, I could just imagine, like, the community of people sharing secrets about the game, things that they've learned, things that they think they've learned, other people commenting, you know, with apparently opposite information. I mean, it must have been an absolutely amazing and remarkable time. Also, you can just walk past the bone pillars. I can, but I don't trust myself to not have to deal with them. So, it's just consistent, and I like having the extra wiggle room for motion. Okay. That's good. We're close to the next bone pillar. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Dodge second arrow. One soul spear. Good. Okay. Same plan, but we're going to roll from a greater distance. Soul Spear. Alright, took him out. We're doing okay. We're still sitting at 7 Estus flasks. Oh. Okay. Pinwheels, huh? Alright, alright. Okay. So there's pinwheel clones. I probably knew that at some point, but have just forgotten it. Oh, God. Oh, there's babies. Okay, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Alright. I cannot believe I locked onto one of those instead. Alright, and they try to poison you. That's great. That's fine. Ow. Catacombs is all about fam. Oh god, controller, 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 resync. Controller, resync. Oh god. Oh god. So my controller has resynchronized itself. Good work, controller. It's a good thing nothing important was happening. Alright. Get a better controller like a banana or a blender with a baby. I do not think, even as someone who fully understands the context of that, I don't think I would ever want to own the baby in a blender controller. Although, having now done An Orlando myself, I am genuinely shocked, not that RT was able to defeat Ornstein and Smoke, but that he was able to survive the Ledge of Death. Okay. Damn it. I still need to save my spells for Nito, is the thing. So this time we're just going to go around. We're going to save one Salt Spear for the Pillar and Skelly Man at the end. Okay, that's fine. Nope. Oh god. Nope. Nope. Alright. Soul Mass. You're not gonna stop chasing me. I would much prefer it if you were dead. Ow. Okay. Alright, you're not chasing me. You seem to be locked out. Okay. That's fine. There we go. That's one pinwheel. That's two pinwheel. That's three pinwheel. Cool. Got it. You are still alive. That's another pinwheel. Okay. I think they've all been dealt with. So, slight problem. I am not in the best condition. I have 3 flasks. But I'm also running Crystal Soul Spears. And I have 4 of them. So, at this point, I am basically just a glass cannon. Wearing Havel armor. I also know that Nito is going to have a lot of ads with him. Okay. That is fine. What on earth was that? Holy crap. Oh, okay. That was something Nito did to me. Holy hell. Alright. Good God. Okay, so that's what Nito does. Interesting. Alright, we're not going to need 20 flasks for this. Twin Humanities will be fine. Tip, while most will say use a divine weapon to permanently kill the ads, my tip is to two-hand block with a weapon to dodge the global sword attack since it makes you poop walk. Honestly, that time was more about scouting than anything else. I needed to know what I was up against more than really expect to win. Okay. Let's do this. This time we are making a true push to Nito. We're going to be avoiding basically everything else along the way. There we go. They really should invest in improved infrastructure for this world. Just, there's no lighting, there's no guardrails, and these ledges are definitely too small for like these giant skeletons. This is just, it's unnecessarily unsafe. Like someone specifically went through the effort to make it this unsafe. And that just doesn't seem practical. Alright. Dark Paladin, which way do you come from? There's only 2 possible entrances. I think out here is more likely. Really? Cool. Thanks, Leroy. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, right. Soul Spear. Cool. Alright, let's go. Also, you got Liquid Humanity. Yes, I do. Not really much I can do with that right now. Alright. Screw the pinwheels. We're just gonna make a push straight for Nito. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And we're through. Alright. So this time I'm going to prioritize the ads first. Jesus, dude. No. Divine Blessing. Okay. Divine Blessing. You are being an absolute ass. Okay, heal. 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 Jesus, dude. Those are incredibly annoying. Alright. So this is going to be another one of those situations where the actual danger I'm facing is less to do with the actual boss and more to do with the worthless crap hanging around the boss. So we got ourselves another Capra Demon situation here. Fair enough. I didn't mean to drink that. Also, I have now burned both of my Divine Blessings, which is really unfortunate, and those don't help with toxic. Okay. So, I'm going in a compromised condition. I think my best move is just to run straight at Nito and engage him directly. I would assume that if I am far away from Nito, he is less likely to use that attack. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So, if I am right about that, then the best way to ensure that I win and win quickly is just going straight for Nito. Preferably with a Soul Mass already active, Crystal Soul Spear ready to go. And just try and spam quickly. Hopefully before anything can get out of hand. Okay. Drink, drink. I'm pretty sure Soul Mass will reset as soon as I'm down. And he immediately opens with that this time. Okay, that's fine. And that's Gravelord Nito. My strategy appears to have been successful. Cool. Now, let's get those souls back. Now, how do I get out of here? Do I just drop a homeward bone? Oh, no, okay. He does actually have a, he does actually have a bonfire down here. Excellent. Okay, time to level up. Vitality, vitality. 2 more points in vitality. And let's head back to Firelink Shrine. We are not going to need the light spell, probably, anymore. So let's put a different effect on. Why not just regular Soul Mass? Soul Mass is a pretty good spell. New Londo is pretty dark, but it's not that kind of dark. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself for right now. I may end up very quickly regretting that choice and immediately changing it. So, I'm not actually sure what the fastest way down into the areas of New Londo I actually am trying to reach is. I don't know if there's a way to access them from here. I do know Valley of Drakes leads to the door where the water was drained. There's probably some way down there from this side, though. On the other hand, the door opened all the way over there. So the door would definitely put me very, very far from my current location. Instead of walking up the stairs on the cliff in town, you can drop off to the right. Instead of walking up the stairs on the cliff, you can drop off to the right. Okay. I mean, yeah, it is probably just going to be easiest to just drop right into Lower Londo. I can't remember if I'm going to be dealing with ghosts before I get to where I'm trying to reach. So we're going to prepare some transient curses. Just look down so you don't fall into knee-deep water. Yeah, exactly. Ankle only. Ankle only, shin. But we definitely can't go any higher than shin. Hello. Pleasure to meet you. You damn ghosts. Okay, here we go. This looks like a droppable area. So I know that the real threat down here is Dark Wraiths. Yeah, like that one. Okay, a single homing crystal soul mass is enough to kill a Dark Wraith. And they're not going to be dodging it or avoiding it. So, that's the Dark Wraith issue solved. It feels so damn good. to finally be operating at a level of power that I consider to be adequate. Alright, there's definitely someone in here. Oh man, even just 4 projectiles is enough. Alright. And we got a flesh blob. Okay, flesh blob's not dead. That is concerning. Cool. Ow. God, what are they so angry about? God, you'd think someone flooded their town and killed everyone they know and love horribly or something. God, what jerks. Okay, another Dark Wraith. That's fine. Yoink. Ah, you can block spells. An impressive power, and I am down to 1 soul mass. I think we'll be better off relying on spears. You have got to be kidding me, dude. Seriously, man? Oh, what a jerk. Okay. Okay. I don't trust not getting ambushed. That really looks like a breakable wall. Okay, there's the Wraith. Problem solved. Okay, so this does just lead into the Valley of Drakes area. Does this go up or down? Oh, this goes up. No, I didn't want to go up. I wanted to go down. So this is the first point where you can access Lower Londo. So I might have just gone in, like, the one direction that didn't actually accomplish anything. Can't seem to climb that. So there's definitely, like, a traversable area there, but I can't reach it. I didn't like those pots. So clearly I am missing some path somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where. Probably off of this big room. This big room looks like the sort of place that would have another exit. It does have another exit. Okay, good. Stairway up. Any ambushers over here? One Dark Wraith up ahead, I think. Nope, negative. Negative on Dark Wraith. Just the soul of a brave warrior. Okay, let's head back down and try the stairway on the other side of the hall. Oh, this one isn't a stairway. This is a lever. Okay, this way also goes... Oh! Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Whoops. Let me go ahead and properly two-hand that. So, a bridge? Are you kidding me? The curse already wore off? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, this is the first ghost house. Cool. Okay, so it was completely stupid for me to come up here. Cool. So this way just... Alright, I know exactly where I am here now. What I still don't know is how to progress further than this point. It's possible that I missed something up here. Let's see. No obvious sign of any way to progress. Ah, here we go. I never turned. I just had to turn down the road. Cool. Very tight corners. Probably something that wants to attack me once I go up these stairs. Okay. I don't trust you. Okay. A very large ember. There's a traversable path on the other side. Yippee! You can now upgrade weapons to plus 15. You know, if you had any. Pfft, why would I want that when I got this awesome Gravelord Greatsword? Okay. So, if none of that leads to a way forward, then maybe there's something accessible through the water. Okay, that is a big thing. Okay. Good. Good. Transient Curse should still be active. Estus Flask. Homing Soul Mass. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Damn it. Okay, okay. Problem. Spells, activate. Come on out, ghosts. There you are. I hate you so much. Gotcha. Okay. Progress is being made. Oh. Okay. This is the Kings, isn't it? I already reached the Kings. Okay. This is going to be interesting. But I had anticipated the possibility that I might reach the Four Kings as well as Nito today. Hence the title of the stream, The Darkness Awaits. Need Ring, be wary of dark. Took about 3/4 of a stream to get here. Yeah, exactly. Need ring. What do you mean I need a ring? Oh, right. The Covenant of Artorias to traverse the abyss. Okay. What's the seance ring do? Right, an additional attunement slot. Cause Great Soul Arrow to be removed. That is fine. Alright. We're going in. I've got 4 Crystal Soul Spears, 2 regular Soul Spears, 1 Homing Crystal Soul Mass, 2 regular Soul Mass. This boss is a DPS test anyway. I am glad to hear that. Not to mention, now that I know how to get here, this is going to be easy. Okay. First target. Cool. Ah. That took more than I expected. Alright, look around. Look around. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. Okay. Ah, I really expected that to kill him. Cool. I am very nearly out of souls. Alright. We're going full heavy armor. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We got 10 flasks and 1 king. I think we're going to be all right. Gonna put on the shield for additional stamina recovery. Now we just wait until he shows up. Target acquired. Proceed with annihilation. What's the matter, bro? Come at me! Okay, let's heal. And that is the 4 kings defeated. Okay. That is the last 2 Lord Souls. Well then. Give me 1 sec because I think I need to change the name of this stream to Facing Gwyn for the first time. Alright, that is the new name of the stream. Facing Gwyn for the first time. Back to Firelink. Given the magic I am currently wielding, I feel like this might be about to be a bit anticlimactic. Greeting Gwyn will immediately bring you into New Game Plus, preventing you from doing the DLC. Really? I'm going to be honest. I am okay with that. I am okay with finishing the Dark Souls series for now. Going through, like, a New Game Plus cycle on my own. And then, you know, in a few weeks, coming back and actually doing all the DLC in a separate series. That I could consistently focus just on that. The DLC is objectively the best part of Dark Souls 1. I don't doubt that whatsoever. But nevertheless, this is the path that I am choosing to take. Frankly, New Game Plus will make DLC more fun, considering the bosses won't die immediately. Alright. We are going to eat every soul in my inventory. I've also got 7 of these. And 5 of these. I understand the cost associated with what I am doing. And I almost definitely am going to do the DLC, probably starting in, like, a few weeks. But for now, what I set out to do, what I wanted to do, what I dreamed of accomplishing, what I tried to see if it was possible for me to achieve, is to beat Dark Souls. And I now have everything I need to try and defeat Dark Souls. Sunlight Altar? Is that where I want to go? Oh god, no. Can I just work straight there? I don't know if I can. This has been a very interesting, very challenging, and oftentimes frustrating experience. Much the same way that Elden Ring was. But in the end... God, I look so ridiculous in that armor. In the end, I have come to love this too. It's time to offer the souls. There is a god behind this door. Or the thing that was once a god. And I intend to lay it to rest. If indeed a thing such as rest can exist within this universe. Didn't really mean to do that. Crystal Soul Spear is ready. Oh, wow. I've never even seen a picture of this place. This is really cool. They had some insane infrastructure here. There was a blast of fire that came out from there. Strong enough to melt stone. And yet, if you look at the directions, they look inconsistent, suggesting a current within the flame. Oh! Well, hello. I am so sorry, sir. I didn't actually know there was going to be anybody down here. How long have they been here? How long have these poor wretches been watching over the kiln? Also, walking on ash? Ugh. Do you have any idea how hard it would be to find footing here? Wow, that was a hell of an attack. Jerk. Dude, bugger off. What the hell, man? Wow, that is a strong attack. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of thought that door would just lead straight to Gwyn. I didn't even know that there was, like, an explorable space down here. It's been a lot of fun discovering stuff like that about this game. Okay. So, there's a dude up here. And I don't like this dude. Really, dude? Nothing quite like summoning Solaire to take on a legion of Gwyn's last knights. You know, I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I want to put this out there right now, just for the sake of having said it, okay? If, by some bizarre twist of fate in the universe, I someday become an immortal god in a perpetually decaying world, trapped in an infinite, unending cycle of death and rebirth, I want to make this very clear, okay? If I one day mysteriously disappear or go off to do something, and you are part of my troupe of elite magical knights, if you don't receive any word from me whatsoever for 90 days, like, you're good. You can just leave. In fact, let me even go further than that. If after 90 days you are still maintaining your posts, you are actively defying the orders and will of your lord and master. Get out and get a life and do something useful with it. Okay? Alright, I'm glad we've made that clear. Again, I don't think I'm going to become an immortal god of a dying world trapped in a perpetual cycle of destruction and recreation. But just in case, let's put that out there. If you don't hear from me in 90 days, when I go off to do something important, you're free, you can leave. Like, go have a life. Don't stand in a spot for centuries being like, oh, it's my duty. Like, no, it's not. You are actively working against the interests of your lord and master by staying at that post. And anyone who tells you otherwise is an idiot. Including, but not limited to, any of my heirs, advisors, or otherworldly entities that are possessing the husk that was once my body. Very well. I have 0 viewers. 0 chatters. I am alone in the dark. And just as it began, so shall it end. God, that piano is beautiful. You fight pretty good for a dead man. Okay, that's fine. Ow. Ow. Alright, fair enough. Good fight. It's such a fascinating piece of, like, final boss music. Because it's so melancholy. There's just... Okay. Well, good seeing you. It's just, it's so melancholy. there's no sense of triumph in it. There's no sense of success in it. There's just emptiness and resignation. Very fitting for a game like this. I really kind of hoped that these guys wouldn't respawn. That's okay, though. Little do you know, the second you enter the boss room, you've already lost. Why? I really don't have a problem with perpetuating a cycle. 1,000 years of people living and laughing and loving and experiencing life in all of its horrible and wonderful shades. I'm perfectly fine accepting those terms, knowing full well that an age of decline must follow. Because even in that age of decline, we regularly run into people who, too, are living and laughing and loving and, you know, the world is not without its beauties. But that being said, let the fire die, because the world of Dark sounds like it's going to be slightly more peaceful and stable. And ultimately, I value peace and stability more than I do, well, much else, to be honest. Ow! 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 What the hell, man? What did I ever do to you? God, you're so angry. I swear I was trying to sprint away there. Didn't quite work. Alright. I know the problem. I know what I have to do. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy about it. I don't like it any more than you guys do. But I'm going to have to eat a few more of these. Okay, well, first I need to walk off into the infinite white void. But then I need to eat a few more of these cherry tomatoes as though I was Denethor from Return of the King. Mmm. Yum. This is the only boss you can parry. No. I know that you can parry him, and I'm not even going to bother trying it. I have not been practicing my parry throughout the entire game, and quite frankly, I have no interest trying to master it just on the last boss. I just don't have any interest in that. But, if it makes you feel any better, when you tell your grandchildren about the glorious tale of how Quill Quickcard defeated Glade, or not Glade, defeated Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, it's totally okay for you to tell them that I parried him to death. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. But I also won't complain if you tell them the truth that I never even tried parrying once. Because I feel no shame for that. Alright, come and get me. Come around the edge. Thank you. Oh well. Peg P is a cool strat. I don't know what that means. These are really, really good cherry tomatoes. It's not even a thing that I, like, regularly snack on, but I was just really feeling a hankering for, like, fruits and veggies last time I was at the store. Grabbed these along with a bunch of other stuff. Okay. That's fine. Good. Heal. Damn it. Damn it. God damn it. Give me a minute to top off. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's a wall. Pop. Okay, that's fine. So you specifically have a range. Pegging Gwyn to death is the most optional way to kill him. Alright. So it's really those last two knights that are the problem then. If I can just have a minute to set up before I go into Gwyn, make sure I'm completely healed up, make sure that my soul mass is ready, then I won't be trying to panic and adjust right at the start of the fight. Excuse me. That'll let me line up a more efficient preparation. Because if I can just start launching Crystal Soul Spears and Crystal Soul Masses at this guy, this should be a very easy fight. My real problem is that I just have trouble stabilizing at the beginning. At least that's how I'm seeing it for right now. Whoops. Realistically, though, I might want to take off the limiters. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Nope. Gotcha. Gotcha. You can get a lot of Titanite chunks here, though. Okay, more soul mass. Ow. Gotcha. Oh, Black Knight Halberd. Nice. That's probably a good thing. Okay. Limiters off. We are going in with... I mean, he is a god, maybe... You know, maybe like some holy gear will be appropriate for it. And some crimson gloves. No, I'm still not running my fastest roll. There we go. Alright, that's a decent roll. Let's do it. Okay. Damn it. I swear he is not hitting me for the correct amounts of damage. Okay. See, that feels more like the right amount of damage. Okay. Running is not going to work. I think the problem is that I am a little too fashionable. Let's make sure that we look even worse. Traveling gloves. Okay. Is there anything else I can do to prepare myself for this? Not really. Excuse me. Oh! Doesn't, like, every one of these knights have a different weapon? Is this just, like, so you can farm them here and, you know, maybe get, like, whatever kind of weapon you prefer using? Whoa! Because I already managed to get a halberd, and then down here there's also the guy with the axe. There's some repeats, but it's also guaranteed colored Titanite chunks. Alright, let's go! Nope. Okay. Alright. Heal. Soul Mass. Soul Mass. Soul Mass. Soul. Soul Spear. Soul Spear. Soul Mass, and that should be the game. And so passes Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight, God of this world. Ah, sweet my souls! And that means it is time. Let this world burn bright. Oh, right! Before I did this, I was actually going to go and hit Gwendolyn or Guinevere in order to, destroy the hope of all the people of Anne Orlando. I forgot I was going to do that. Whatever. When we get around to doing DLC, I'll be sure to remember to go hit Guinevere. I did it. At long last, I have achieved one of those things in gaming which has a legendary status. Not because it is actually the hardest thing that a gamer could do. Not because it's the most impressive or the most interesting or unique. But because so many people were touched by this experience in so many ways over such a long time. And then they would share that story with others. And it passed on, person to person, year by year, until Dark Souls gained the reputation that it now has. This white whale upon the shining hill, to be experienced, to be challenged, and to be overcome. And I feel quite honored that now I get to be another part of that tradition. And who knows? Maybe someday in the future, someone else will find their way into the Souls series and other games like them from what I have done, from the stories I will tell. That's how I came to be here. And I am grateful for it. This was an extremely unique experience. There are many things about this game that are absolutely, agelessly masterpiece. And there are other things about this game that I genuinely think are objectively trash design choices. And it is very, very apparent that the second half of this game was able to receive a fraction of the detail and polish that went into the first half of it. Don't get me wrong. The second half, I had a great time. But you feel the difference between the two halves of the game. And especially in Lost Izalith, you very easily can tell that it is a shadow of what was probably intended. There are things in this game that are just bad. But there is so much more that is good. And for every bit of frustration I felt during this game, I felt 10 times that in joy and wonder.
Yes, indeed.
And this was true.
The dark sign brands.
Yeah. We'll talk later. This was truly a wonderful experience, and I have enjoyed it so much. But for now, this is where it's going to be ending. I will be back later this year, and realistically, probably in less than 3 months. I will have played this New Game Plus through to the point where I will be able to access the DLC, and I will go through. I will play the DLC and clear those bosses. And I look forward to doing that. But I'm also glad that I'm going to have a chance to now play through Dark Souls without like the pressure of the streaming environment. And I'm glad that I'm going to be able to like freely look more things up about the game in order to like optimize as I play through this a second time. This was wonderful. And maybe this time, I'm not making any promises because I absolutely love killing things laughably easily. Not making promises, but maybe this time I will try a different approach to how I play. But probably not. That would be a lot of levels to try and change my build now. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. This journey has come to an end, but more yet lie ahead. I will be doing another stream tomorrow evening. I'm going to be playing more Mindustry. Going to be doing at least one more named sector. On Saturday morning, I will be finally finishing Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. I got my new Wiimotes in, so I'm going to be playing through Gladsheim, finally. Sunday morning, I will be having the grand return of the RPG Maker Community Project. The current daily series include Mass Effect, which I swear I'm going to get around to finishing. Peglin. And I have also now started playing The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, the original, where I am attempting to throw as many mods as possible into the game until it is actually not possible for me to fix it or play it anymore. And we're up to around 80 so far, and it hasn't completely broken yet. But I promise I'm working hard on it. So I hope that you can appreciate all of that. And I will see you all on the next one. It is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Whoa, 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 whoa.